As we are back here at Tommy Stewart Field as we're getting set for half number 2, Champaign Centennial takes a 14-8 lead here before the half. So it is going to be Charger football here coming out of the halftime break. Set to kick off here for the Maroons is going to be Joshua Bagger. As it's going to be number 1, Dominic Stampley. Back to, and actually catching this one is going to be Aaron Quinn as he calls for the fair catch. So Centennial will take over here at the 28-yard line. So Centennial will have the football here to start the second half as they're going to see if they can add to this 14-8 advantage. 14 points came on 2 Jimmy Fitzgerald touchdown passes in the first half on a couple of nice drives. So now Fitzgerald back out on the field here as he will go from the gun as he has. 4 receivers set here for Centennial. In the backfield with him is Austin Maltbia. And we have a flag on the field here. So the first play of the second half here, and we have a penalty, and it is going to be offsides against the Maroons. So that's going to be a quick 5 yards here for the Chargers without having to snap the football. So now 1st and 5 on the 33. As Fitzgerald, he'll hand off to Maltbia as he breaks the tackle over here on the near side, and he gets out to about the 38-yard line. And we do have another flag on the field, and it looks like that's going to be a holding call against the Chargers. So that one's going to be coming back. As 7 seconds here into the half, and we've already got 2 penalties and offsides on the Maroons, and now a hold on the Chargers.
Against Centennial, 10-yard penalty.
So the 10-yard penalty will move the ball back here as they will do this one at the 22-yard line now. So it's going to be a 1st and 16 now for Centennial. So a couple of mistakes by each team here to kick off this second half, as we'll see what they can do here on the 1st and 16. As this one's back on the far side, pass over the middle, that's going to be caught by Stampley. Dominic Stampley now, he's got some space, and he is tackled over here on the near side as tackle made by Jamal Stovall.
He takes the ball to the Centennial 39-yard line.
And they are going to give him the first down that time. Gain of 17 on the play. Stovall, he is able to break the first one and get down the sideline. As coming in here for Centennial, Ryan Grizzard. So a good pass play that time by Fitzgerald, as he's been very accurate with his throws here. Has an offer to play football at the University of Illinois here as he fumbles the snap, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. 3 Maroons converge on the Centennial quarterback, and that's going to go for a loss. As it looked like first on the play that time is number 54, Joshua Musquez.
33-yard line.
And that's going to be at the 33 here.
By Klein and
As Musquez, and then Klein also gets credited with the tackle that time. Brandon Klein there. So it's going to be 2nd and 16 now. So Fitzgerald couldn't handle that last lap cleanly, gets this one well. As he looks down the field, has some time. Now he gets free over to the right side and a rifle down the sideline, and that is going to be incomplete pass as Stephen Lee could not get his feet in bounds.
Incomplete.
But a nice job and some good pocket presence shown that time by Jimmy Fitzgerald. Had some pressure up the middle that time from Central, but he was able to roll out to his right and throw a dart down the sideline to Lee, but he couldn't keep it in bounds. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long here for the Chargers. As we saw him with a 17-yard completion here on the last time they were facing a similar yardage situation here. So we'll see if they can have a similar effort here, or we'll see if the Maroons defense can come and get a big stop here as they're trying to keep Centennial deep in their zone here. As Fitzgerald looks, he's going to roll out to his right yet again. Throw deep down the field. He's looking for Stampley, and he is able to keep a foot in bounds, I believe. And yes, they are going to call it a catch. as he got behind the defensive backs there of the Maroons. So Dominic Stampley, he is able to make the catch, and that was an excellent pass. As Montrell Moore pleads his case, he thought that one was out of bounds. As Moore is not going to win that battle there, so a first down on the big pass play here for the Chargers. So 1st and 10 on the Central 24 as the Chargers trying to march in on their first drive here the second half for another score. As Fitzgerald fakes the handoff, throws left side Aaron Quinn, and he's tackled quickly, gain of a couple.
Number 3, Aaron Quinn. Tackle on the play by Jalen Dyer.
So they're going to call it a gain of 1, actually. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 from the 23-yard line now. As the Chargers break the huddle and they're back to the line. 9:43 to go here in the third quarter. Centennial on top, 14-8. As Fitzgerald, quick throw over on the right side, throws low here to Lee. Little screen pass over here to the right and threw it down at his knees. Lee was almost able to come up with that. Probably wouldn't have got a whole lot of yardage on that one anyway. The Maroons were closing in on that one quickly. So that's going to make it a 3rd and 9 now as Lee comes over to the sideline. So this could be a big play here for Central. You certainly don't want to fall down by 2 scores here the way Centennial has been moving the football here in this one. So this could be a big 3rd down stop for the Maroons if they're able to come up with it. And that is going to be a false start here against Centennial. And Kyrie Sago, he put the hands on the helmet right away as he knew he made the mistake. So that is going to move the football back now. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 14 now. But already on this drive, we've seen Centennial pick up a big chunk of yardage on the pass. So we'll see if they can have another opportunity to do so here on 3rd and 14 as Fitzgerald looking to his right. Catch is made now by Stampley, and he's brought down short of the first down. As he's right at the 20-yard line here of the Maroons. So that's going to bring up 4th down now and 6 to go. As we'll see what the Chargers elect to do with this one is they'll keep their offense on the field here. So 4th and 6, 9 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Centennial on top 14-8 as the 4th down play upcoming. As Fitzgerald down low, and he's going to flip it out to the left side to Maltbia. Breaks the first tackle. He's going to need to break one more. He cannot. So the Maroons come up with the stop, and they will get the football back here at the 19-yard line. Gain of 1 on the play that time by Centennial, but the turnover on downs, and the Maroons will take over for their first possession here of the second half.
At their own 20-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for Central.
So the Maroons break the huddle here. They're going to see if they can't try to come march down the field and tie this thing up, trailing by a single score. As they send a man in motion, and now a run up the middle here. And it breaks a couple of tackles. Nice run that time by Matthew Brown. As Brown did a nice job spinning off the first one, got an extra 4 or 5 yards on that one. So that is going to be a 1st down run, and that is on 1st down here.
Matt Brown on the carry.
As it looks like the training staff out here on the field. It looks like a little shaken up on the play that time was Philip Hassel, as he's going to have to come off the field here. Looks like he's holding his neck that time, maybe got a stinger that time. As the training staff are going to take a look at him. Coming onto the field is going to be Rob Spalding. So 1st and 10 here for the Maroons after the big 1st down run by Brown.
It'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 for Central at their their own 31-yard line.
As the first down play, and they're going to hand this one up the gut yet again. And gain of 1, maybe 2 on the play that time for the Maroons, as it looks like that is Rivera.
Central 34-yard line.
As Richard Rivera gets the carry, and actually they're going to say that was a gain of 4. He moved the pile just a bit that time. Looked like they had him stop, but he's going to squeeze through the middle there for a gain of 4. So that's going to make it 2nd and 6 now.
35-yard line.
So second down play here for the Maroons, as that's going to be a handoff up the gut yet again. As that's 3 straight runs up the middle here for the Maroons as they continue to move the ball down the field here.
He takes the ball to the Central 39-yard line.
So that's going to make it a 3rd and 2 now from the Central 39-yard line.
Beckett and Coleman. It'll be 3rd down.
So we'll see if Centennial can keep this drive alive here on a 3rd and short. As we've seen him go straight up the gut the last 3 plays on 3rd and short, you'd look for him to probably do the same thing here. As Nick Glenn under center. And they're going to crowd the field, and it's going to be Rivera, and he is close to the first down marker. It appears he may have it. We'll see where the spot is here on this one. And he is going to get the first down there, as that's going to go out to the 42-yard line. Needed 2, got about 3 that time, so got just enough to earn the Maroons a new set of downs here. So the Maroons trying to come from behind here, trailing 14-8, 6:34 to go in quarter number 3. As you are watching HSSPORTSLIVE.NET, and we are glad that you could join us here on a big Friday night in Champaign, as this is going to be a running play up the middle yet again, as he continues to move the pile, gain of about 4 on that one. As Brown gets another carry on that one, he's looked good on this drive.
Tackle on the play by Sanoff. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 6 for Central.
And as a reminder, if you have any feedback or you would like to advertise here on HSSPORTSLIVE.NET, please email us at hssportslive@yahoo.com. As Glenn back under center here. And this is going to be Brown yet again, and he is rocked there at the line of scrimmage. And Centennial claims that they have the football, and the referee agrees with them as Brown loses the ball as he is popped right there at the line of scrimmage. And Centennial is able to pick up the fumble, so the Chargers will get the ball back here in Champaign Central territory. So a big turnover there by the Maroons. So the Charger offense back on the field. They're going to see if they can try to add to this 3rd quarter lead. And just a quick programming reminder, next week we will be in Monticello to wrap up the regular season as the Sages take on the Bulldogs of Decatur St. Teresa. So make sure you tune in for the regular season finale here on HSSPORTSLIVE.NET as Maltby gets the first carry of the drive here for the Chargers, as that one is going to be a gain of 3. So 2nd and 7 upcoming now for Centennial.
It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 7 for Centennial.
As Ryan Grizzard comes into the huddle here for the Chargers, and he'll split out wide. So 2nd and 7, 5:03 to go in the 3rd quarter. As Fitzgerald, quick pass over on the right side, he'll find Kyrie Sago, and now he loses the football. And let's see here, they'll say he was not down. So just like that, a 2-play drive for the Chargers, as Sago could not hold on to the football that time. So after Central turned the ball over, Centennial gives it right back, only leading by a single touchdown. So now the Maroons offense will come back onto the field. Big break there for Central. As penalties and turnovers have been the story of this third quarter so far, we are still at the same score that we went into the halftime break at, with the Chargers in front 14-8. The Maroons are going to see if they can change that number on the scoreboard here as they take over on the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. As this is going to go over to the left side now, as run by Brandon Klein, as he makes some good movement up the field, and he's going to be about a yard short of the first down, but a good gain of 9 there for Klein.
He tackled at the central 44-yard line.
Now they're actually going to give him the first down that time. It looked like he was going to be just a bit short, but the spot gave him the first down that time. So another first down upcoming here for the Maroons as they try to march their way down towards Centennial territory here. As they are going to hand this one off to Rivera, it looks like this time.
Rivera on the carry.
And he is going to be stopped at the, looks like it's about the 48-yard line here. So that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6 to be exact.
2nd and 6 for Central at the central 48-yard line.
So 2nd and 6 here, 3:50 to go here in the third quarter, as the Maroons are going to hand this one off again, as that is Rivera again, and he is stopped short just on the other side of the 50-yard line. So they do crack into Centennial territory here, but a big third down play upcoming for the Maroons.
50-yard line. Tackle on the play by Jackson and Terry.
As the tail end of the football there on the 50, so it's going to be a 3rd and 3. They'll call it on the 50. So we'll see what the Maroons try to get the first down here. As they're going to flip this one back. And that is going to be Brandon Klein yet again, as he is going to be right at the marker, where it's all going to depend on the spot here. As you see the official come in and mark it right on the 46-yard line, which was the goal to go.
It'll be 4th down.
So they are going to say that they came up a yard short that time. They're going to call it the 47-yard line. So 4th and 1, as quarterback Jimmy Fitzgerald running down the sideline, trying to get his team fired up for a 4th down stop here. As they're going to hand this one off, and it looks like he's got the first down. And it looks like he may have it by a yard or 2. So Rivera gets the carry on that one. And it is going to be a first down here, as the official. They're going to put this one at the 45-yard line now, as the Maroons in Centennial territory here, threatening in the second half, trailing 14-8 as we stand. 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go here in the third quarter, as this is looking to be an exciting fourth quarter upcoming here, so make sure you stay with us here on HSSPORTSLIVE.NET. As you don't want to go anywhere, as one of these two teams is going to walk out of here with the Twin City Championship tonight. And their hopes of a playoff berth still alive, as they're going to flip this one off. And that is going to be Matthew Brown on the carry.
Matt Brown on the carry. Tackled at the Centennial 41.
As he's going to get to the 41-yard line, gain of 4. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 now for the Maroons.
Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 6 for Central at the Centennial 41-yard line.
So 2nd down, 6 to go here. As Nick Glenn back under center here. The running game has been very effective for the Maroons here tonight and kind of kept the Centennial defense back on their heels. As this is going to be Rivera, but he is stopped right at the line there. Nice job by the defensive line that time by the Chargers, as Rivera could not break through that first level to get back to the linebacking core. So that's going to make it 3rd and 5 now, gain of 1 on the play. As Glenn under center here, big third down play, 5 to go here. As they're going to flip this one over, and that is going to be short, it appears, as the carry will go to Brandon Klein. And that's going to come down at the 38-yard line. That's going to make a 4th and 3 now for the Maroons.
It'll be 4th down, 4th and 3 for Central at the Centennial 38-yard line.
So the power running game here for the Maroons has been their meal ticket so far in this one. You'd have to think they're going to do the same here. And that is going to do it for quarter number 3. So Centennial still with the lead here, 14-8. No scoring there in the third quarter, but both teams had their opportunities. A couple of penalties and a couple of turnovers were the story there in the third quarter, as the Maroons will have a big 4th down play upcoming here, as they're starting to run out of time in this one. If you turn the ball over on downs here, we'll see if Centennial tries to get a little bit more conservative and try to burn some clock here as we head into quarter number 4. But the Maroons, as we mentioned, they've got the 3-headed monster back there of Brown, Klein, and Revere in the backfield that has absolutely been pounding the rock up the middle. So you have to think they're going to go back to their strength here in this one, as the teams will switch sides here. Centennial will step out here and see if they can make a 4th down stop. The Maroons taking a little extra time out here on the sideline, trying to line up their 4th down play. So 12 minutes to go here in this one. The Chargers up 14-8 as we enter the 4th quarter of play here in the crosstown rivalry matchup. As we mentioned earlier, Champaign Centennial leads the overall matchup, 20 wins, 19 losses, and 1 tie. So Central looking to even things up in the all-time series between these two teams. And this one's going to be flipped out on the right side, and he is going to be stopped that time by Centennial, as the carry is going to go to Matt Brown that time. But he comes up short, and a big 4th down stop for the defense. And now the Chargers will get the football back with 11:55 to go here in regulation. So now quarterback Jimmy Fitzgerald, he'll come back on the field and get in the huddle, as Centennial will look to move the football down the field and burn some clock here in the 4th quarter as they hold a 14-8 lead. As we mentioned, both of these teams coming off a win last week, so one of them looking to make it at least 2 in a row here. As Fitzgerald takes the snap, and he'll hand off to Austin Maltby as he's got some space out over into Maroon territory, and it's going to take half the defense to bring him down that time, as Maltby was bouncing off of tackles left and right that time. So a good power run that time by Austin Maltby. That'll be another 1st down here for the Chargers, as they've done a great job of moving the football here tonight. 11:38 to go here in the 4th quarter. As Fitzgerald in the gun yet again, as he has been all night. And he's going to hand off to Maltby again. He's going to try to get to the corner on the right side, loses his footing, and he'll be down at the 44-yard line, I should say. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 now.
4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 6 for Centennial at the Central 44-yard line.
Centennial really focusing on the running game here, and they've got a very talented running back in Maltby, as he's done some great work for the Chargers this season, and he's doing so here in the 4th quarter. In money time here, he's trying to run the clock out and earn his team a win. They'll go to Maltby again. Breaks the first tackle. Now he breaks it out to the right side, and he gets it out to about the 41-yard line. Looks like there is a flag on the field, so we'll have to see what the penalty is here, as Maltby has done a nice job of breaking off of tackles. He's been able to make that first man miss and then really get to the corner there, as the officials confer on the far sideline in front of the Centennial Maroons. And we'll see what the call is going to be, as the referee is going to come out. And that is going to go against the Chargers, so that one is going to come back. As it looks like, I believe that was a illegal use of the hands. So that is going to be a penalty against the Chargers. So that will take away the nice run by Maltbia. So they're going to pull this one back to the 47-yard line. And that is going to set up a 2nd and 15 now for Centennial. So they are back in their own territory now at the Charger 47 as they're facing 2nd and 15. As Fitzgerald gets a snap, he looks to throw. Pump fake, now he gets it over on the right side to Stampley, and he is going to be brought down there as it looks like Jamal Stovall is in on the tackle over there. Also in on the tackle is going to be, and it looks like Tion Posey was the first to the ball that time. Stovall came in to help him clean it up, but Posey will be credited with the tackle that time. So another pinpoint pass that time by Fitzgerald as Stampley has done a nice job of getting loose out there. So 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line going in as he's going to go for the end zone as Stephen Lee, and great play that time as that is broken up by Jelani Porter. So Porter was able to get there. It looked like Stephen Lee was going to have a wide open play, but Jelani Porter was able to get over there and break that one up. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. Not a bad idea to go ahead and go for that one. But Porter was able to get over there just in time, or else Lee could have put it on cruise control and walked in the end zone. So Fitzgerald ready for the 2nd down play now. He's going to hand off to Maltbia as he starts going left, tries to come back towards the middle, but he's swallowed up in the middle there by the Maroon defense as Central did a nice job of stopping the ball there. As this is a big, big drive here for Centennial, leading 14-8. You'd like to try to tack some more points on the board here before giving Central the ball back. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 now. So 3rd down, 10 to go, 9:27 to go here in the 4th quarter. Centennial up 14-8. As Fitzgerald back, has a lot of time now. He's going to run with it as he tries to get out to the right side. Fitzgerald has a little bit of space, dives for the 1st down marker, but it looks like he may be just a little bit short. So that's going to bring up 4th down as we've got an injured Maroon out here in the backfield. Slow to get up on the play that time, Musquez. And the training staff out here to check on him. As now the Centennial student section is getting into this one. They're trying to root their team on to a 1st down here. So it's going to be a 4th and 2 upcoming here from the Central 22. 8:50 to go here. And this would be a big stop here for the Maroons as they're going to hand this one off. Quarterback draw for Fitzgerald, and he gets that one easily. Good play call here by the Centennial offensive staff as they're going to allow Fitzgerald to run that one up the middle. But there is a flag on the field, so we'll have to see what the penalty is here. As I believe this one is going to go against the Maroons. As the officials confer there, as he's going to bring in the side official this time. As this is a big play in the ball game here, so they're going to make sure that they get this one correct. As it was a 4th and 2 play. Direct snap to Jimmy Fitzgerald. He hesitated momentarily and ran through the left side there. Clearly picked up the 1st down, but we'll have to check on the penalty here. As looks like we have a verdict. And this is going to be a personal foul against the Chargers now. So that is a big, big penalty against Centennial.
The 15-yard penalty moves the ball back to the Central 31-yard line. It'll be first down.
Good news for the Chargers as that one came after the play, so he did pick up the first down, but they are going to get the Chargers for a personal foul there after the play, so they will be facing a 1st and 15 now. As they're trying to make sure they got this one squared away here. So 8:29 to go here in this one. As the 15-yard penalty, Centennial will be backed up here as they will snap this one from the 31, hand off to Maltbia, and he is swallowed up quickly there by the Maroons, as now you hear some cheers coming from the Maroon cheering section on the far side of the field there, as they are trying to cheer their defense onto a big stop now, as this is going to be 2nd and 11 now.
It'll be second down, 2nd and 11 from the Central 32-yard line.
As they actually lost a yard that time, so they'll snap this one from the 32-yard line coming in. But the clock is starting to work against the Maroons just a bit here with 7:44 to go now. As Fitzgerald's looking to throw again over the middle, and that is caught by Stampley, and that is a huge pass there by Fitzgerald, and shows some good confidence in his receiver to throw that one into traffic, but Stampley's able to come out with that one, as Stampley has had a huge ball game here. Seems like whenever Centennial needs a play, Fitzgerald to Stampley has been the way to go here in this one. So now Centennial all the way down to the Maroon 14-yard line, as they'll have a 1st and 10 upcoming now. As if you're the Maroons, you really need to get a stop here, possibly cause a turnover. As Fitzgerald, he's going to hand this one off to Maltbia, and that is going to be Rivera first on the play, as he's going to get the tackle from behind. Also on the tackle that time is Adrian Gomez. So that is going to be a loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12 upcoming now. So 6:43 to go here in the 4th quarter, 2nd and 12 for the Chargers, as Centennial on top 14-8. All the scoring so far coming in the first half. As Fitzgerald back to pass yet again, he's going to roll out to his right. Now he's going to run with the football, and he is hit hard out there right about the 10-yard line. As it looks like we've got another Maroon player down on the field, and he looks like he is shaken up, as they're going to call the coaches onto the field here, as he is yet to get up off the turf. As down on the field here is Jalen Guy, as they're going to roll him over on his back there.
He is the injured player.
As Centennial, they will take a knee behind their fallen teammate here. And as we have a little moment here, we'd like to just take a moment to have a little programming reminder, as next week HS Sports Live will be in
This is an official's timeout.
as it looks like that cheering on the field that time is going to be because Jalen Guy, after rolling around there momentarily, he's able to hop up and head over to the sidelines there. So good to see him off on his own power. And as we mentioned, just a reminder, next week we will be in Monticello to wrap up the regular season as the Sages take on the Bulldogs of Decatur St. Teresa in the regular season finale here on HSSPORTSLIVE.NET. But first things first, we've got 6:21 to go here in this one. 3rd and 6 upcoming for the Chargers. As Fitzgerald throws over to the left side now. Catch made by Aaron Quinn, and he is brought down that time by Montrell Moore. So Moore credited with the tackle. And that is going to bring up a 4th down now, as the ball down at the Maroon 7-yard line now. As this could be a make it or break it play here for the Maroons. There's always the possibility of a turnover here, as you're trying to keep the Chargers stuck on 14 here. So 4th and 3, Fitzgerald in the gun, and he's going to try to run that quarterback draw yet again. We saw him get the first down before, And we'll see where they spot this one at.
He tackled at the central 4-yard line.
And that's going to be down at the 4-yard line. And that's going to be awfully close here.
We have an official's timeout.
As they're going to have an official's timeout, and they're going to bring in the chains here. As the ball was snapped from the 7-yard line there, 4th and 3, and now they rule it down at the 4, so this is going to be awfully close. Fitzgerald took that one on the quarterback keeper. Last time we saw him go left, this time he went right off the hip of his center, and we'll see what the measurement shows on this one. And they are going to give him the first down as you see the Chargers celebrate, as about half the football was across the chains that time. So a big first down for Centennial, as that has got to be a heartbreaker for the Champaign Central Maroons, as the Chargers trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. With a win here tonight and a win next week, they would become playoff eligible. With a loss here tonight, the Maroons would have their playoff hopes dashed. So first down and 4 to go here as they're inside the 5. As Fitzgerald looking for that right corner, and he is going to come up stopped, as he had his eyes set on the goal line, but he will be stopped inside the 5. As gain of 2 that time, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 2.
Central 3-yard line.
Fitzgerald could have broke that one just a little bit wider to the right. He was looking for that right pylon, but he could not get there as the Maroon defense crashed hard and was able to stop him at the 2. So 2nd and goal upcoming for the Chargers. As Maltby in the backfield behind Fitzgerald. Now he'll stand side by side with him. And that ball snapped, but Fitzgerald, and he is going to be close to the goal line. No indication yet from the official. Looks like it's just going to be a gain of 1, I believe.
Just short of the goal line.
As it looks like he's going to be at the 1 now. So 3rd down upcoming, 4:18 on the game clock.
It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and goal for Centennial at the central 1-yard line.
As Fitzgerald comes over here to the sideline to get the play. As also coming onto the field with him here is Ryan Grizzard. So 3rd and goal on the 1 here for the Chargers as they try to punch this one in to give themselves a 2-score advantage over the Maroons. As we'll see if they go with the quarterback keeper again, and that was a great catch that time by Fitzgerald. It looked like that snap went wide to the right. He was able to snatch that one one-handed, and he punches it across the goal line. So the Chargers put some points on the board here as they go up 20-8 with a 2-point conversion upcoming here. As we mentioned, that very easily could have got away from Fitzgerald, but he put his right hand out and was able to make the catch with one hand and then bulldoze forward for the score. So Jimmy Fitzgerald, 2 passing touchdowns. Now he adds a rushing touchdown to his impressive evening so far. So clock stopped here with 3:43 to go. 20-8 now as Centennial will go for 2. As Fitzgerald looking to throw, and that is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver Aaron Quinn broken up that time by the Maroons. So a 1-yard touchdown run by Jimmy Fitzgerald gives the Centennial Chargers a 2-score advantage here over the Maroons of Champaign Central. So we'll see if we see some urgency. So far, Central's been fairly conservative in this one and mostly running the football. We've seen them roll out a couple of times and try to throw the ball down the field as they're going to have to try to get a quick score here. As the Maroons first on the field here to line up for the return. Looks like Montrell Moore back deep. And also back deep there is Tion Posey, as a big kickoff return would certainly go a long way here for the Maroon efforts. So 3:43 to go here in this one. The Chargers on top 20-8. And kicking off here for the Chargers is going to be Stephen Lee. As Lee, the lefty, he's going to boot this one, and that is going to get back into the end zone as that rolls out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Maroons will take over on the 20-yard line. They've got 80 yards to go and 2 scores to make up here. So it's going to be an uphill battle here for the Maroons, but stranger things have happened. As we mentioned, they're going to have to be aggressive here on this drive with only 3:43 on the clock. So ball on the 20-yard line here as Nick Glenn back under center. As Glenn looks to throw, he's going to go up to the left side. Catch made by Jamal Stovall, and now he gets free. Good play that time by Stovall as he just steps out of bounds there to save some clock. And that is going to be a Stovall is going to get the first down. 3:38 to go now. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 now from the central 37-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Maroons at their own 37-yard line.
So a good first play of the drive here for the Maroons. We'll see if they can keep the ball moving down the field. As he's going to roll out to his right now, and he's going to chuck this one towards the sideline. Intended receiver there is Michael Menard, but he cannot catch up with that one.
Pass intended for Menard, incomplete.
As Menard looked like he had a step on the defender that time, but Glenn just overshoots his receiver just a bit. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 now for the Maroons. As Menard heads to the sideline now. The Maroons come to the line here. Ball on the 37 as they face a 2nd and 10 now. As they're going to hand this one off. And that was a great play. Little misdirection play. Faked the handoff to Brandon Klein. Went the other way to Matthew Brown. So good misdirection play, trying to keep Centennial off balance there. And that's going to be a gain of 4, 3rd and 6 now coming for the Maroons.
It'll be 3rd down, 36 for Central at their own 41-yard line.
So the Maroons quick to the line here. As Glenn loses the ball, it's loose as they dive on this one. Centennial claims they have the ball, but it looked like Glenn may have been able to get that one back, as the officials trying to get bodies out of there to see who's got the possession here. As the bottom of that pile, nobody wants to give an inch. And it is going to be Centennial football, and that very well may do it, as Glenn could not handle the snap that time.
Recovered by number 58, Jalen Coleman.
So Jalen Coleman picks up the fumble that time. So now Centennial will take the football, and they have the ball at the Central 40. And that very well may be the end of the road here for the Maroons. But 2:50 to go here. The Maroons defense are going to see if they can't force a turnover here to try to get the ball back and have another possession. So the Charger offense back on the field as they will take over with 2:50 on the clock. They're going to hand off to Malbia, and he's swallowed up in the backfield here by the Maroons. So good defense that time by Central. Looks like tackle will go to Joshua Musquez that time.
Tackle on play by Vasquez and Herb.
So 2:30 to go now as the clock continues to tick down. So loss of 3 on the play, but more important than the yardage is the seconds that the Chargers were able to tick off the clock that time. As you have to think we're going to see a healthy dose of Austin Maltby on this drive. As Maltby lining up side by side here with Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald pulls that one out on the pump fake. Now he's going to run over to the right as he gets close to the original line of scrimmage.
He's knocked out of bounds at the
So that's going to be at the 41-yard line now. It is going to be a 3rd and 11. As we're at the 2-minute warning here, 1:54 to go here in this ball game. Champaign Centennial up 20-8 as they're looking to roll this one out. As the student section of the Chargers are starting to roll out of here. As now we've got a timeout on the field here with 1:54 to go. As both teams making sure they know what they want to do with this final 1:54, I should say. So it's been a good ball game here between these two teams. Both crowds have been very enthusiastic. The Chargers and the Maroons, as they have been in it from the beginning, as we didn't have a score there for quite some time here in the second half until the 1-yard touchdown run by Jimmy Fitzgerald here in the second half. As Centennial, behind the arm of Fitzgerald, took a 14-8 lead into the first half. The Maroons, they scored early there in the first quarter and have been shut out since then as the Centennial defense has played very, very well. So now the Chargers back on the field here. As now Maltby lines up on Fitzgerald's left in the backfield. And that is going to be offsides, I believe. And it is indeed, as the line of Centennial is able to draw Central offsides that time. As the Maroons tried to fire off the ball that time and try to get into the backfield, but they just got off the ball just a little too quickly that time. So 1:54 to go still. It's a 3rd and 7 now for the Chargers. As Maltby lines up to Fitzgerald's left it again. They'll give him the rock this time as he is going to run over to the right side of the line, and he comes up short of the first down. So the Maroons will force a 4th down now. As Central will use a timeout here. 1:40 on the game clock. As Fitzgerald comes to the sideline now.
Tackle on that play by Trayvon Adams.
So 28 Centennial up on top. Good timeout there by the Maroons as they're trying to hold on to a semblance of hope here. As they trail 20-8 with 1:40 to go, they're going to need to force a turnover here. But Centennial's done a nice job of holding on to the football here in this one. Only 1 turnover. But they are facing a 4th and 5 now. So this is going to be a big play for the Maroon defense as they're going to try to stand pat here and try to get the football back, see if they can't get a quick score. As back to punt now is going to be Patrick Gibbons here for Centennial. As he's going to angle this one towards the sideline. And that one gets out of bounds. And they are going to spot it at the 19-yard line. So the Maroons will get the football back here. So that is going to be a 1st and 10 now for Central.
It'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 for Central at their own 21-yard line.
So now the Charger defense out on the field here, trying to prevent the Maroons from getting in the end zone here. As we'll see if Central tries to take a couple of shots down the field. So Glenn back under center as he will take the snap. Back to throw, and he is going to be sacked as blowing through the line that time is Javin Coleman.
Tackle on the play by Coleman.
So Coleman will be credited with the sack as they will back the Maroons up. 1:17 on the game clock here.
Central 12-yard line.
So the ball all the way back to the 12 now.
For Central at their own 12-yard line.
So the Maroons back to the line here as Glenn looking for another throw here most likely. As he's going to roll out to his right, and he's going to throw this one down the field looking for Menard, and that is nearly picked off there as Philip Hassel out there on the defensive effort as that one went right through his fingertips. As Hassel may be thinking about that one tonight as that could have been a game-clinching interception, but he played the ball extremely well that way nonetheless. As it looked like they had an open receiver, but Hassel came out of there, took that one out of the air. So now with 45.9 seconds to go, the Maroons face a 3rd and 19 to go. So the 3rd down play upcoming here. As this ball thrown down the middle here, and that is going to be a flag as it looked like they held the receiver that time. As on the defensive effort that time, it looked like Patrick Gibbons, as it looked like he's going to get called for either a hold or a pass interference here. Probably could go either way on that one, as he clearly obstructed the receiver in trying to get to the ball. And they're going to go with the hold on this one. So that's going to go against the Chargers. So it will remain 3rd down now with 41.6 on the game clock.
The penalty moves the ball to the Central 22-yard line. It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 10 for Central.
So 3rd and 10 now after the penalty as Glenn back under center, and now we have another penalty flag, and that's going to be back-to-back penalties against the Chargers as it looks like they got offsides that time. So Central will move the ball up yet again.
Moves the ball to the Central.
So that makes it a more manageable 3rd and 4. But with 41.6 to go, you're going to have a long bomb on this one. As they're going to toss this one over to the right side. Is this going to be Rivera? And he is stopped at the 36-yard line, maybe 37. So that's going to be a 1st down on the 36-yard line. As they start the clock after the change of reset, Central on the ball already as Glenn looking to take the snap. As he drops back, quick throw over to the left side now. That's going to be Stovall again as he is brought down just a hair short of the 1st down. Now Stovall quick to jump up to the official and call the timeout.
Stovall was tackled at the
Not a bad idea, but this one appears to be in the books here. So it looks like Champaign Centennial is going to move to 4-4 on the season. And the Maroons of Champaign Central looks like they are going to drop to 3-5 on the year as their playoff hopes are dashed here in this one. As this is HS Sports Live here, as we appreciate you being with us for tonight's broadcast. And just a reminder, we will be in Decatur next weekend as Chris Foster will be back with you at St. Teresa as the Sages of Monticello will be in town as we will be wrapping up the regular season over there in Decatur. 15.7 here on the game clock as the Chargers in front 20-8. And if you have any feedback for us or you'd like to get some advertising here on HSSPORTSLIVE.NET, please be sure to email us at hssportslive@yahoo.com. So this could be the final play of the evening here for the Maroons as Glenn back under center. As he's back to throw now. And he is going to be sacked, as that was a great defensive play that time, as that is Kylan DeBoss as he picks it up, and that will do it as the Chargers start to celebrate as they will capture this year's Twin City Championship, and they will also keep their playoff hopes alive as the Chargers come out on top of this one 20-8, as the Chargers, on the strength of 2 Jimmy Fitzgerald touchdown passes, took a 14-8 lead heading into the half, as the lone Maroon touchdown came in the first quarter, and the Charger defense really buckled down after that and did a nice job of stopping the Maroons. And Jimmy Fitzgerald was able to capitalize on a 1-yard touchdown run to make the final of 20-8. So we thank you for joining us here on HS Sports Live. Special thanks to Taylor Dorsey on the camera work this evening. But for now, we will sign off. This has been Brian Schutte, and you have been watching high school football here on HSSPORTSLIVE.NET.